Bendiciones, you guys, what's going on? This is Cassie, Unlimited Goddess, coming to you Unlimited Truth. I wanted to do a follow-up from yesterday's live during the first day of the full moon. This is very crucial that I do this, you guys, because then I wake up like today with a lot of DMs and a lot of emails asking questions about the full moon. So the thing is, not everyone's available to be on live when I'm on there. And you guys miss out on a lot of good questions, and then a lot of the questions are repeated. So going through these messages and these emails, I'm like, okay, we was talking about this in detail on the live yesterday, but they missed it. So we're going to be doing follow-ups for very important topics or things that I feel like you guys will ask me again or you need to know. So yesterday was the full moon, you guys. 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after are very powerful, okay? So you can still be doing rituals at that time. So please always remember that. Now, of course, when it comes to doing rituals, manifestation work, whatever you want to call it, you can really do these things at any time. I work with the moon cycles. So the full moon is good to release, let out. So if you have blockages on things, or you want something removed off of you, or you want something to be pushed away from you, that's what you're going to do on the full moon. Have I ever done opposite on the full moon because I needed to do something 911 for a client or for myself? Yes. And how do you work with that? It's all about the wording that you use. You have to be careful because it's just a potent energy of pushing out, and you might be wanting to call something in. So you have to switch around your wording, okay? I'm always going to give you the basics, all right? So also someone hit me up and said, hey, I'm able to do a ritual tomorrow. Can I do it tomorrow? I said, yeah, because the 3 days before and the 3 days after, you Gucci with that, okay? Another thing that was brought up during the live was somebody asked me, can we burn paper? Like, can we write something on paper and burn it? We stood on this topic heavy, you guys, because whether it's the full moon or not, whether it's like the new moon and you calling something in, or it's the full moon and you're pushing it out, when you write something on a paper, these are the details that I gave the people that was on my live yesterday. Let's say it's the full moon, you're writing something on the paper. You either gonna write exactly what you want, like da-da-da-da, or if there is a person, place, or a thing, like an individual, you will write their full name, their date of birth. You can do that 3 times. And when you're folding the paper, you want this person or whatever it is. Sometimes I'll write a person's name and I'll write a statement, or I'll repeat something. It's whichever way you want to, you guys. Some people would tell you use this certain paper. Some people would tell you to cut the sides, the edges of the paper. Whichever you prefer, whichever you're comfortable with, okay? It's all about the intent and the purpose, okay? I could take any piece of paper. This is a piece of mail that I wrote things on, right? I can rip off a piece of paper of that and still do a spell. Please remember that, you guys. And then there's certain things that you have to do these things if you want it to work this way, yes. But for the most part, if you're powerful and you have faith, it's about the intent, baby. Just always remember that. Don't let anyone flutter your mind or make you think less than that, okay? So you write whatever on the paper. You're trying to push something out. So you're going to fold outward, okay? We stood on those details, very specific. Now, let's say you do something and you just fold or whatever. It might work, but it might not be that potent. You know, you want to flow with the energy of what's going on. That's the number one thing too. That's why I was like, steps and details do matter, and then sometimes they don't. So if you don't have like paper, a certain paper bag, like a brown paper bag, that's good to use too. But you just have this, you write it, at least, all right, if you don't have the paper, then at least you're doing what I told you. You're pushing things out, so you fold it outwards. As you're folding it outwards, you're going to be saying certain things, like, I want this to be pushed away from me, or da-da-da-da, or release this, and You know, some people are evil. They don't want people to have things, so they will write those type of things down. But for the most part, is that, or you can use candles. I do all that. I do all those things. I do all those things at once. Okay? At once, especially when I'm doing rituals. All right? But sometimes you have to work with what you have type shit. Okay? So those were some tips real quick from our live yesterday when people were asking me questions about doing rituals and things like that during the full moon and what works for me and will they be able to do that. All right? So just always remember that. That's a quick one. You could do that every full moon. You could do that anytime. If you like working with the moon phases, it's more than just a full moon and a new moon. Check the phases within between because those are very powerful too. It's a pleasure connecting with you all. Bye.